In 1968, it was decided that the Beatles' third film, after A Hard Day's Night and Help, would be a animated odyssey, an animated extravaganza celebrating their music. The animated film became Yellow Submarine, and all these years later, it's still a mind trip of a movie to watch. As a kid, I loved watching this movie, and it was just enjoyable, the music, the animation. But watching it as an adult, you're like, whoa, what is going on here? And how was this received back in 1968, and what were people on while they were watching it? It's a very psychedelic kaleidoscope of color, and there's a lot of craziness going on in this animation. But of course, it's animation that supports the phenomenal music of the Beatles. And there are numerous classic songs in this film: Yellow Submarine, Eleanor Rigby, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, All You Need Is Love, and the list goes on and on. And as I remember as a kid watching them, I just enjoyed, there are scenes that just stuck in my mind that I always remember, like when they meet the boob and Nowhere Man. I always remember that sequence, the Nowhere Man sequence. And that, I think that was probably one of my favorite sequences in the movie, and it's always stuck with me to this very day. But interestingly enough, the film The Beatles, The Yellow Submarine, the voices aren't even the Beatles. The Beatles themselves don't actually appear until the very end of the film. But still, nonetheless, the actors that they have portraying the Beatles are quite good. And thanks to the silliness of the screenplay that is loaded with a lot of lowbrow childish puns and humor, it comes off as a pretty entertaining animated journey that just that if your mind will wander, you got the music to listen to, or if you're drawn into the music, you got the animation to look at. The animation style is not like Fleischer-like or even maybe borderline Ralph Bakshi, but it's an animation style on its own. It's basically two-dimensional cutouts, essentially, animated, and it's a really cool style, and it suits the film well. But again, it's just watching the movie, you're like, whoa, what is going on here? Because there are things that go on in the film, like the hallway sequence towards the beginning of the film, where the lone survivor of the Blue Meanie attack in Pepperland is trying to rally the Beatles to get them on the sub to get them back to Pepperland, and he's going through this huge hallway, and whenever he goes into one door, all of a sudden all these crazy things just started crossing the hallway that you're like, what is this? It's a madhouse. And that's basically just how the whole movie unfolds. It's just a madhouse of imagery, color, and psychedelic excitement, I guess you could call it. It really brings Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds to make you wonder if that's what it really was like to be on LSD. But who knows? But Yellow Submarine is a entertaining family animated film, and it's definitely worth a look if you haven't seen it in a long time. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Probably as a kid I'd give it an 8 out of 10, but now I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 because it can get a little slow at times looking at it as an adult. I'm sure as a kid the time will fly by real fast. So Yellow Submarine 68 was a 7 out of 10 for me. I remember for a brief time Robert Zemeckis was considering on doing a 3D remake of Yellow Submarine, which I thought would have been really cool if he had done that, but he decided to scrap the project. So I guess now we just have to use our imagination to just imagine how that could have turned out to be. So Yellow Submarine, 7 out of 10. Definitely worth checking out, especially if you're a fan of the Beatles and animation. So, if you like this review, please hit that like button below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, so you can stay on top of my reviews as they come in. So have you seen Yellow Submarine? Are you a fan of the Beatles or a fan of the movie itself? Please let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to find out. So, until next time, remember, all you need is love. Love is all you need.